Hello, everybody, and welcome back to What's the Logic in That? We're a weekly podcast that discusses randomly selected topics from a spin wheel. Some of them are suggested by our community. If you'd like to see us discuss your topic, then please feel free to leave it in the comment section below if you're watching the YouTube video. And if you're listening to one of our streaming platforms that we broadcast to, so that's Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Google Podcasts, and SoundCloud, then you can reach us on our socials. So that's Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter. Links to these are all in the description box below. Mr. Dean, how are you today?
I'm feeling very impressed, actually.
I write it out brilliant. Before I do it now.
Yeah, that was brilliant. No, today's been quite busy. Not like busy doing work, there's lots of admin tasks, but it's a good start to the weekend. Got some sales in, which is good. I don't do that normally. So yeah, I'm feeling good for the weekend. Could have been a bad week with how shopping's going and all the panic buyers, breakdowns and all sorts, but yeah, it's going to be okay. How are you?
Yeah, I'm not too bad. I've had a chill day compared to the rest of the week and the preceding weeks before that, so it's been nice. I did manage to go out at lunch, and it doesn't look like anything's changed outside whatsoever. Everybody still seems to be out and doing their thing, so let's see how effective this ends up being over 4 weeks. Probably not that much, but I guess it'll be a big change. I mean, the pubs are closed. That's true. But I mean, people are probably drinking from home anyway. Oh, actually, pubs aren't closed, are they? There's some weird loophole where if they're technically restaurants, then they can do takeaways, but not allowed to do takeaway alcohol anymore, which people just drink outside. Yeah, because I thought that was still a thing where they could buy it at the door and then just stand outside the pub. They've said no. Right, good, because that was like... That's just defeating the purpose. Basically, the pub's open. Yeah. Okay. Anyway, enough about the world and the situation that we're in at the moment. Let us get on to the spin wheel. What is the first topic of today? Cool, let's have a look. Will it spin? Yes, it will. Ooh, pet peeves, fact-checking. Well. What was it I just said? Let's not talk about the world situation. I think fact-checking is probably one of the biggest things going on in the world right now. Given the US election that's still ongoing as of when we record this. I said to you earlier that Biden had won, but it hasn't officially been announced yet. It hasn't finished, and is it Georgia is doing a recount anyway after they get the post ballots done? So they're going to recount it, so it's going to change again. Yeah, so it's up in the air as to what's happening there. I think the big thing here, if we're going on to fact checking at least anyway, is the misinformation that has been given out by the Trump campaign over the last few days. Slating, saying, "Oh, we've won. These ballots don't count. We should stop counting at this point." And I read an article actually earlier today saying that somebody, one of Trump's advisors, told him that even if they stop counting right now, it's not going to mean that he wins because Biden was already ahead at that point. And then they sort of stopped about it. But fact checking at least. The big thing that I've seen over the last couple of days, or the one thing that stands out to me at least, is the Donald Trump Jr. and Rudy Giuliani interview when they were stood outside some ballot counting place. I think it was in Philadelphia, not too sure, or somewhere in Pennsylvania at least. And they basically said, "Oh, my video has frozen." Dean?
Yes, hello? We are back.
We're there? We're back?
Yeah,
we're back.
We're back.
Yay! Right, okay. So basically, Trump Jr. Basically said, "Oh, we've got evidence where we can see people burning ballots and people, fraudulently doing mail-in ballots, and how all this needs to be discounted and blah 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 blah." Basically, because it's turned out. And this is a historical thing as well in US elections that mail-in ballots and absentee ballots tend to favor Democrats. It's usually about 70% Democrat. So because there was so much more happening this year, it made it look like Trump was winning early on because they were counting the in-person ballots. And then when the mail-in started to roll in, suddenly all the tables turned, and now they're trying to discredit everything. And so what I was trying to get onto was there was a video that was posted around on the internet of somebody burning some ballots. And it turns out, after actually fact-checking, that that video is from somewhere in Russia and has nothing to do with the US election. But because somebody of an authority figure has posted this or reposted this video, people follow blindly because they trust them.
Yep.
And without doing their own research or their own fact checking, it's been posted around that this is all happening, but it's not. And that is why things need to be fact checked. Because of stuff like this, you need to go out and do your own independent research. To make sure that what you're actually seeing is true, rather than just blindly believing everything that you see on the internet.
Yeah. I'm lost for words about what's going on, how every postal vote is an illegal vote. Okay, cool.
It's ridiculous.
Yeah. In general, fact-checking, it is just annoying, isn't it? It's like, I don't know when we talked about it, like the first page of Google is that's it. First page, first hit. Done.
That's as far as as everybody's willing to go, it would seem.
Yep.
If you can get your article to the front page of Google or the first page of a search result, then take it as gospel.
What's your source? Wikipedia. When was it edited?
Anybody can edit Wikipedia. Right?
Yeah.
It's just because it's on there doesn't mean it's legit. And yeah, that's you could argue that quite a lot of Wikipedia is probably legit, but because it's a community effort.
Yeah, you can't guarantee.
Yeah, exactly. There's always going to be biases and stuff on there that people don't or may not agree with, and it's just going to mean that whatever is actually on there might not technically be factual. And I mean, the real thing is, how do people actually do their own research? How do people discredit things that they see on the internet? Because if their two main sources are Google and Wikipedia, then
yeah, that's not good enough. And if you employ peeps to do your fact checking, how do you know even who fact checks them?
Yeah, exactly.
Because you probably see what on Instagram or something goes, I have evidence, here's a link. It's like, I've looked at the link, what the fuck is this? Do you even check like the source of this link or where it came from?
Why you send me articles from The Onion as facts? Like, come on. That sort of thing. Oh, I bet you see that around Facebook all the time. Or at least I do. Like, if I'm in a couple of like community groups, or like where the village that I come from, and also the place where I went to school, and it's just rife with people like sending shit like this all over there. This link from The Onion saying people over 65 are gonna get this magic pension thing and all this other crap.
See, I thought with stuff like this, it was like certain generations who weren't involved in technology as much were the main cause of this sort of belief system and then passing around. But it's not. It's the younger people, which is crazy.
You've seen younger people. I've always seen it as older people. Post millennials.
I mean, like between 20s, I say like 20s to 30s. When I mean like older people, I mean like 40 and up. Sort of when you see the 20 and 30-year-olds doing it, it's like, oh no, you have the knowledge to know this could be fake or whatever. If it's anyone above that, I'll give them a pass on that. It's like, okay, cool, you're getting used to it.
Okay, right, I see what you mean. Yeah, it's when people our age and probably slightly younger fall for this stuff that's clearly crap.
Yeah.
But I mean, again, with the jobs that we have, I guess we are probably a bit more vigilant than most people anyway about stuff like that.
Yeah, I guess that's kind of true. We're sort of exposed to nonsense.
constantly. Constant nonsense.
And very good attempts at legitimate stuff.
Yeah. I mean, you always see phishing emails and stuff coming through, and we've got to constantly, in our roles at least, battle against stuff like that. Dean, I feel like my internet may have just dropped again. Not sure if you can hear me.
I can still hear you. So
okay.
I think your audio is okay. So it's just your video's gone.
The video is back. Wow. How dysfunctional can we get in 1 week? I don't know. Maybe I should just go and pull the plug out of one of my lines and just see whether that fixes it.
You know what? I think as your hair grows, the internet gets worse. But who's going to fact check me on that? Come on, do the facts.
I feel like that is actually happening to me. I've let my hair grow out now for this is probably the longest it's been in a long time.
Mm.
I stopped shaving at the end of August. Like, before then, I would trim it every now and then, but I just haven't touched it since the end of August. It seems to have sort of stagnated a bit now. It doesn't seem to be getting any longer. But my hair on my head is definitely starting to get longer. I'm starting to look like Teen Wolf or something.
I think it's all good. I mean, it's not like growing your hair out means 5G works better, which causes other problems.
So we coming up with facts now, are we?
Yeah, because no one's gonna fact check these. They're just gonna. It's the weirdest ones I find are like the ones that go onto YouTube videos and they go into explanations which have no explanation. They're just more gossip.
Like the flat Earth thing. Oh no! Why did I bring that up?
See. Alright, let's not talk about flat earthers. I think we had to go at them before.
Yeah, we've already gone into this once or twice. It was more of the
eccentric ones. I mean, I'm sure there's like calm-minded ones out there who would like
calm-minded flat earthers. I feel like the graph that compares, or the Venn diagram, I think is probably the correct term here. That is Trump supporters and flat earthers is just one circle.
Saying that, like, I'm sure, like, maybe on both sides, but maybe mostly Trump's side would be the ones who are shooting at hurricanes and tornadoes.
Oh, yes. Oh, without a doubt.
We're gonna kill it.
We're gonna kill the hurricane. You know, I mean, Trump was the one that said he was gonna throw a nuke at it to try and stop it. Like, how do you even get to that? It's like at the moment where they're saying they're gonna fire Fauci because... I don't know, because he's the only person in their administration which is actively trying to work to help the situation. And they don't like that because he's spoken against it. Like, they're trying to dismiss facts or twist them constantly.
Yeah,
which is wrong.
Yeah, dismiss facts is correct. It's like, well, sacking people is what that means.
Yes. Can I just say, just completely off topic here for a second, on the quality of the YouTube video that this is going to output. Dean is currently sat 10 miles away from me in our work office right now, yeah? And the machine that I stream my video from to this machine is sat right next to me, yeah? I'm getting probably about 15 FPS at most on my video, and yours is like buttery smooth.
Mine's buttery smooth.
So,
this is funny because I'm actually on wireless and the Wi-Fi is behind the door, maybe a plaster wall and a bit of brick, and it's quite a distance away, maybe over 10 meters away.
Mm-hmm. And I'm sat with I'm sat on the same switch on a wired connection from both machines, and for some reason it just does not want to play, and it's dropped twice. So
yeah, and I'm what, maybe at best 30 down.
Yeah, exactly. So, good on me for having great infrastructure. Clearly working. Yeah, working well.
Anyway, we just debunked a fact. Having good internet doesn't mean you have good streaming.
Yeah, exactly. There we go. Yeah, I'm still getting 5 FPS, so we're all good. Anyway, do you have any more to say on fact checking? Because I feel like if we go into this further, then I'm just going to keep on slating people.
fact checking is all about having a go at people. It's never with a napkin to wipe their mouths. It's with a glove to slap their face. They're not some sense into them. So yeah, I guess we'll move to the next one before we get another group offended.
Yeah, before we make more enemies.
I mean, more the merrier. I mean, come visit. You might just drop.
Any publicity is good publicity.
Yes. Yeah, that's what Apple does.
Yeah, exactly. We're going to take a charger out because it makes us more environmentally. Yes, eco-friendly. And,
but then we're going to sell you the charger in a box anyway.
In a box, separately. Plastic. Yeah, and also, we're selling it... You get a cable, but it's a different cable to the one that you've already got, so none of your power adapters work with it, so you need to buy a new one.
Yes. God.
Ridiculous.
Love it.
Go on, get that spin wheel up so I can quickly turn to the left and see if I can fix my video.
Sure. Is home for you a place or a feeling?
Ooh, okay. Well, I feel at home when I'm in your arms.
I thought most people would think that. I mean, well, some people go to sleep and don't wake up. No, that's a joke.
Wow.
No, I think, being in someone's arms can, when you're really having a bad time, you get that warmth. Not just like body heat, physical contact, but you actually, and not even like those hugs which are like pointless, like and then you get that hug that's weak and with no feeling or emotion. It's just like a knife, really. The ones that are real, where the person really is worried about you and stuff. Yeah, that will feel at home.
Yeah, okay, I see that. I thought you were gonna extend that to that warm feeling around your crotch that pops up when you're having a nice hug. But no. Okay. I am inclined to say that it's a feeling rather than a place because although I live here, right, and this is my home, I wouldn't say that I would just say London is my home, right? I feel like that feeling, either that or I'm just very easy to switch between what's home and what's not. Because this is home, but when I'm with my family up north, that's also home, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I feel like it's the people rather than the place.
Oh, Asgard.
Yes.
It's all people. That reminds me of like an old song. I think my brother will know, or my family will. The song has lyrics of like, a chair is still a chair if no one's sitting there, but a house is not a home if you're not there.
Right, yeah.
Yeah, so that person. For me, I can feel at home if I'm well fed. I'm watching entertainment. I feel comfortable. When I feel comfortable, then I can feel at home with certain people. Yeah.
Okay, I see. So it's a feeling then, is what we're saying.
I guess it's a feeling. I don't feel like I need. I don't feel like I need something with me to feel at home. Like physical.
Yeah. No, I agree. I don't need nothing. I don't really have many physical attachments.
Yeah, it's not like you get the feeling of home, then like you put on a fresh pair of warm socks in winter. It's like, I feel at home. Maybe not. I don't know. I think it's more of a feeling.
Yeah. Feeling at home, because that's what you say. You say feel. Wait, no. What am I thinking of? Yeah, I feel at home.
Mm-hmm.
Is that the right phrase?
Yeah.
I feel at home.
I feel like people just use it to butter people up. Like, yeah, you're actually really friendly and nice. Really, I fucking hate you. Because people go, sorry about that. And you've been to client offices where they're having banter and they go, sorry. It's like, no, I feel at home. And they think we're just being nice, like other people would be. That's what I was just talking about. We're really like, nah, we do this.
Yeah, but yeah, I see what you mean. Yeah. I feel at home, but back at the office, we throwing shit at each other and causing a ruckus.
Yeah, bullying each other.
Bullying each other, yeah.
Mm.
Not going further than that.
No.
No.
Yeah, a home is a feeling. Saying that in a dire situation, it's not. Like, if I have like someone with me that makes me feel at home, my missus or anyone else, but we're in a shit place, like we're on a raft or something, I feel like, nah, I'm not.
No, this ain't home. Yeah, I guess to that extent, then, when you look at it that way,
You would
it's
need
a
the
combination
object.
of the both,
Yeah.
isn't it? God, my internet has dropped yet again. I'm sorry, everybody. Like everything just freezed. God, it just shows how reliant we are on modern day technology.
Yes.
Up until this point, you could have thought that me and Dean were sat right next to each other, except for the fact we've got different backgrounds.
No, we just painted the walls different.
We
I'm
just
right
think
next
that
to
there's
Tom
a
right now.
separation. Yeah, my shoulder's just cut off on this side.
Yeah, we've got two lines
Dean
into
has
the
no
same
hands.
building.
Dean just
So yeah,
brought a coffee out of my chest.
as you're talking about your connection, would your home still be a home if you didn't have technology?
Yeah, I think so. I think we haven't discussed this for a while, but I have mentioned before that I would happily go Amish for like half the year.
Yeah, that is true.
I would happily like not use any tech for 6 months just to get away from it. But I feel like that's more so as an experience, because realistically, I've spent all my life around tech.
Yeah.
You know, there's not been a point in my life where I haven't had like a TV or you know, like a game console, something like that. I mean, yeah, there was probably quite a lot of my younger life I didn't have internet or anything. It was only really when I was 10, maybe a bit older than that, when we got actual internet. We had dial-up and stuff, but that was on one machine. It was for my dad to read his emails, you know. That was it. But yeah, I don't know.
Yeah. I mean, it's all about life experiences. If I got to like work with baby pandas and stuff and come back after a year, I don't know if I'd like it. I mean, to get away from technology. The reason I wouldn't like it is because I know for sure I'd get in trouble. I'm going to steal a panda. You think I can't raise it, yeah, for a year and it still looks fluffy and be like, yeah, I got to leave now. No, I'm taking that with me. I'm going to lay it out.
Get in my bag.
I'm going to dye it. I'm going to dye the rest of the fur black. Then it'll wash out after. Then they won't know it's a panda. They'll think it's a black bear.
They think it's a black bear, yeah. That's not a bad idea. So if you don't hear from us for the next year, then we've gone to China to go and steal a panda.
Yep. I'm going to steal a panda.
Yeah. Because why not, you know? This is Dean's goal in life going forwards, is to steal a panda.
It's the start of my kingdom. It's the start of making my home.
It is. Yes. And I'm just going to sell it when I get back on the black market, given our past versions of the podcast.
Yeah. Oh, good. Yeah, so I feel like it's a feeling, but I guess it'll be physical once I get my panda.
Yeah. Okay. Let us move to topic 3. Topic 3 today. What is topic 3? Number 3. Is Tom's internet going to survive this topic?
I think so.
How do you feel about sharing your passwords with your partner? I personally don't care about this because I've got nothing to hide.
Exactly. I can never. I don't know if it's a super West thing or maybe it's a ego thing or something. I feel like when people comply to maybe requests from their partners, if they ask for stuff, people will say like whipped or whatever, or like that person wears the pants in the house and stuff like this, or if you don't do it, then you have something to hide. I mean, for me, I didn't really care. I mean, you can go have a look. I don't care. I got nothing. I'll just tell you if something's dodgy anyway.
And to finish what I was saying, I don't have anything to hide, and everything has MFA on it, so it doesn't matter anyway.
You see that? Give your unlock codes to your other half, but have 2FA.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I have 2FA on my phone, and her face are registered on my Face ID as well.
It's registered to log into like the good profile.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. It was a separate version. She can't get into any of the MFA apps. It's all good. No LastPass access. Completely locked out of that, but she doesn't realise that. I mean, she'll never see this.
My missus has my password, I think, for my Facebook, but then that's just to play some games, to be honest. Because I don't play Heyday, and she wanted to link to save progress. I was like, okay, here you go. And she just trades stuff.
I think, because I guess a lot of this now isn't really applicable to me anymore, because I use LastPass for everything, so everything's like generated. But she has my phone login code, her face is on it, and she knows the password to log into my PC. But again, 2FA, so
yeah,
I'm not trying to block her out. This is just a security thing, but you know.
Did she ask you for it, or do you just gave it? It's like, here, you want to check this? Go, the password's this. Just go in.
No, yeah, it was just my machine one probably spawned from can you log in and do this for me because I'm not there. And I'll just do the push. Or like sometimes she'll run through dungeons and stuff on WoW, and I just can't be bothered. So it's like, yeah, you just do it and just log in as me.
Yeah.
And because our computers are next to each other, it's just just follow and that's it. Job done. Phone password, I can't remember what that was. I think she was using it for something at some point. I just left it on there because I just don't care.
Yeah.
Like, if she wants to go in and read my emails, then by all means do it.
I don't know why I gave my phone on, if it was like a request or something. I think I just changed my password to something easy to remember. It's something we both knew, and I was like, yeah, it's that. Alright, cool. Yeah, I don't think there's any like, there's never like, show me your phone, I don't have that sort of relationship. I know some people do, and that's really weird.
Yeah, no, I mean, a lot of the time, if you ever want to Google stuff, for example, I will pick up her phone if it's next to me, and I'll use it. Or she'll pick up my phone and use it. Or like, if she wants to go on Deliveroo, she'll just do it on my phone because it's logged into my account. Like, stuff like that. It's just, we just don't care. We just use them interchangeably.
Yeah. Oh, I think one of them other reasons would probably be for taking photos. Because you have different phones. Certain phones, if we're taking pictures when we're like travelling around, or selfies, are better in different lights because of the software.
Yeah.
So sometimes my Samsung's better, her iPhone would be better, her Oppo would be better. And vice versa, it'd be like, oh yeah, my phone's shit, give me yours. Snap, just send it back.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, we don't really take pictures that often, but I guess if we do, then we normally would take them on my phone. But she does take stuff now and then. I think it really is just dependent on like you say, the lighting and the situation. I don't care for Instagram and stuff like that often, but now and then I do post on my own. I don't think I've posted for a year now, but
yeah, I think you had a... Oh, sorry, I'm yawning. Sorry for those of you who just had to hear that. Yeah, it's been a long week for me. Yeah, I think you last time you posted, what was Japan?
Yeah, probably. I went through a stint. I was like, when I was there, I was like, oh, I'm getting into this. Like, I like the fact that people are liking stuff. Because I was like doing hashtag travel and shit like that on it. I was like, yeah. Oh, you know, this is really fun. And actually, when I went to BlizzCon later in the year, I did some more posts then as well. But yeah, I got really into it whilst I was away. And then the moment I got back, I remembered that my life wasn't that entertaining, and I just stopped.
Wow. I never think my life's not entertaining. I just think,
Well, I meant for other people. Like, if I ain't going to post a picture of me, this is the toast I had for breakfast. Like, stuff like that. I just feel like it's just, why would you bother? Or, maybe I post a picture of a drink if I was out at a bar or something. But even then, like, I'm normally that distracted by the fact that I'm in a bar talking to people that I can't be bothered to take a picture of what I'm drinking.
see, so for me, it's more of, I don't think like it's not entertaining. So I think I just take photos and just forget to post them, and then it's like, I don't feel like posting anything.
When was the last time? It's on the spot right now, yeah? When was the last time you took a picture on your phone?
Huh? I took a picture on my phone. Huh?
Yeah, when was the last time you took a picture?
Alright, well, for those who are listening, we're getting our phones out.
Yep.
What, proper photo or just a random photo?
Just a random photo.
I took a picture on my phone today at 2:30.
Today at 2:30. The last picture I took on my phone was on Sunday, and it was to send to you. And it was a picture of Turkish Twizzlers.
Mine was a boring work-related thing. It was it's a master socket with a number on it, just to confirm I was sending the right number to someone.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
That makes sense. I now and then I will take pictures on my work phone if I'm on site, but I had a look on there, and there's like a handful because we've been, working from home and stuff. I haven't been out that often. The last picture I actually have of anything on here was me taking a screenshot by accident on the 19th of July.
In terms of like partner and passwords, if my partner was the type to use my account to message people and stuff, then I wouldn't give my password out.
Yeah, but I wouldn't want to be with somebody like that anyway.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, I'm guessing if you really like someone, I don't think there's a problem with giving your password out. I mean, if it fills them with a sense of trust based on bad experiences before, maybe just let go of some pride and ego and just say, okay, you happy for now? Are you comfortable? Then we can move on.
I am happy and comfortable. Let's move on.
Let's do that.
Thank you. I thought you were checking in with me then.
No, I really wasn't. But anyway, cool. Let's go. What Asian food is unforgettable for you because it tasted so good? That actually came from my missus singing.
I'll let you go first. I've got an idea of what I want to say.
So mine actually, it's unforgettable because it was my first time in Taiwan, and my missus told me don't tell her sister that she didn't take me to a restaurant for like dinner. I was like, it's fine, but it seemed like a bad thing to do, like when you meet someone. And the first dish I had was noodles. So went 7-Eleven, got some noodles, and I was fucking blown away. I was like, this ain't instant noodles. I'd buy this at a restaurant.
Yes.
What the fuck is this? It was a bowl noodles, or bowl one, from 7-Eleven, beef one. Has the noodles, has the flavorings, has vegetables, has fucking meat. Not dried meat, proper meat in a sachet meat, foiled with like a gravy sauce. And when you have it all together, it's a real meal. And it's like that costs what? Less than £1?
It's amazing. Like 7-Elevens in Asia are just incredible. Like there's so much stuff in them, and it's like really decent quality.
It's ridiculous. Like, I think the last time I was out there, I had one of those udon. We were just getting some quick meals because we were at a hotel. I got some udon noodles and boiled eggs in a packet, which they heat up for you. Like, these boiled eggs was like, they're mass produced and put into the packets, but they were like nearly runny and creamy. It's like,
yes, it's like how do they do it? Like,
yeah, like, how do you do it? That's the quality of it, and that's the price. Whoa!
Yeah, it's like that's the other thing, isn't it? Like, it's so cheap, so unbelievably cheap. Like, how do you do it for that price? Like, when you think about, you can have a pot noodle in the UK, and yeah, they're okay, not amazing. Or you can have this gourmet meal with proper meat and a nicely seasoned soy egg. Like, how? How did they do it?
Yeah, and it's not like the quality is less. Like, oh, these aren't organic eggs or some bullshit like that. Or this wasn't picked today. This was like from 2 weeks ago in the freezer. No, it's none of that shit. It's just quality at low prices for some reason.
Yes. So, my one that I distinctly remember is when I was in Thailand, and I'm not sure, I may have mentioned this actually before, I can't remember. I've mentioned it to you, I think, at least. But when I was in Thailand, we went out clubbing, and we got back in probably like 3 a.m. And we were in Bangkok, and we were at the clubs on Soi Cowboy, which is a red light district, full disclosure. Didn't do anything like that. But we met a couple of people, and we took them back to the hotel with us. That sounds really bad. I get
it does sound bad because you're in the red light district.
Yes.
In Thailand.
We already knew these people before we went there. We went out with them, and we got in a taxi and whatever, and we went out to go clubbing. All good fun. We get out. The police are raiding the street because you're not supposed to be there, or they were trying to find drugs or something. I don't know. And there's like loads of street food vendors outside. I got pad thai. My mate managed to get a whole chicken cooked for some reason, for like the equivalent of about £1, which was just ridiculous. But one of the people that we were with got this soup, and it was like tom yum soup, but it had like ant larva in it or something, or some sort of larva in it, and it was absolutely incredible. Like, I wish, I can't find what it was called or anything, but she was saying, it's got all this crap and it's got like ants, it's got all these other insects in it, and it was just absolutely amazing. And I just remember getting back and trying it, and I was just like, what the hell? Why have I never heard of this before? Like, it was just another just such a unique taste. And I wish I could find what it was called.
There's probably a way we can get a hold of it, of the name. There'll be a way to find it. But yeah, there's so many actual Asian foods when you try them. It's like, what? Why is this not come across? Why is it like? I mean, like the typical foods that come across.
Well, I mean, we get a lot of Western-inspired Asian dishes here, don't we? So, like, I can't even think of American examples now, but like, orange chicken and beef and broccoli and all that stuff isn't actually in Asia. Like, that's just a Western thing that is inspired by Asian cuisine. And a lot of the stuff that we have, like, even curries and stuff, they tend to be, developed here in the West. And then maybe they'll make their way back as like a thing back to the East. But a lot of the time, it's completely different, the cuisine. It's starting to be a bit better now. Like, there's stuff you can get over here that you probably couldn't have 20 years ago. But even then, like, it's just so different. Like, everything that you have over there is just a different level. I don't think I've ever really had a bad meal over there. I know you're going to probably say stinky tofu or something.
No, because
But,
even that tasted good, but it was just the smell,
the smell of
and
it, yeah.
the fragrance in the mouth. But yeah, I've never had anything bad out there.
Yeah.
No.
Like, when was it we went? We went to Chinatown in Bangkok, and we had like I think we had some duck and some other stuff from there, and it was absolutely incredible. It cost like the equivalent of 70p, and we were both fed, and it was just like, how can they do that? Like, how are they making money off this? It's so good, it's such good quality food.
Is it how much duck was it? I'm always thinking like, is it because of how frequently it sells that it can be that low, or is it? I don't understand the concept of it, because I've even seen like there's a chain of I think it's this Taiwanese fried chicken place called Monga Chicken. I think I ordered it once for us.
I have tried that with you.
And we in Taiwan, the price was fine, and then in the UK the price is like 4 times as much for you know.
Yes.
For the equivalent of everything on the menu. And that could happen in Asia as well. You know, it could be like, they could put it up like double it, and people would still buy it. So I'm always wondering, why is it always...
Well,
it's not like no one's making...
Is it not down to pay or something? Like there's just not enough money there. Because like in Japan, everything is more in line with what it is here. Everything's more expensive.
Yeah, I mean, in Taiwan, everything's in line over there, and then it's also I don't know how they make profit, and they are making profit, which is like, what? Then
because they're surviving.
How much
nice
is everything then?
Oh, another thing that I really did love is when I went to China. We went to get some street food, and I had bao, like proper homemade bao. Oh my god! Like. Again, like the cost and the quality of it, like 50p or the equivalent of 50p for like 5 big pieces of bao. Like it's ridiculous. We were in Chengdu at the time. It was absolutely insane. Like it was like pork char siu type.
Yeah.
Oh my god, it was just so good.
The other one I remember, so it was street food as well. It was takoyaki. The first time I had it. And then we just sat down, me and Mrs. eating it. I was like, the price and how much. Whereas you'd get what, 3, 4 in a restaurant for $5, and there it was what, a box of maybe 6 or more with toppings and sauces for less than £1.
Yeah, like,
and it's not like they're not making money. I mean, I'm assuming because it's octopus and stuff, you'd have an octopus legs and a little cube goes into each one and stuff. So the resources are fine for them and they got a good margin. But if they ever brought that over here, I don't know why we have to up the cost of everything.
Yeah, because our cost of living is ridiculous.
Maybe it's the
as
sourcing of the foods.
Oh yeah. Well, I guess that is also the case because. I don't know what kind of wild octopus we have around us, or
and I guess
whether it had to be shipped over from.
Yeah, and all our poultry is from from like farms from wherever, or some might even be imported meats.
Yeah, exactly. So maybe that has something to do with it. But I don't know. I don't know where the major sort of cost drivers. I guess we are a sort of financial hub. To an extent, London and whatever, so that does also increase the cost because we're bringing loads of external money in, so that drives up the price for cost of living and stuff.
But
again, does that really make food that much more expensive? Because there's multiple levels to it, because you've got the farmers who are probably being paid peanuts for it, and then you've got the distributor who is factoring in shipping costs and stuff, and then the restaurant's also got to make money on that. So there's like multiple different levels to where they could be, inflating the cost, and it's more than likely not actually farm side.
Yeah,
it's got to be the distributor that's inflating it, or the shipping company that's sending it out. Somebody's got to be making bank from it.
Mhm. Like even when we go about the sourcing, that still messes me up. Like even in Asia, like whether it's a local farm, or whatever, they're still getting it from someone. And how much money are they making? Because they're just chill as well. So what the hell?
Yeah. It's a magic place, Asia. There's some absolutely lovely food. And yeah, I if it wasn't for the current situation, I'd be back there as well.
Yeah,
I know you definitely would be, but I would be.
I feel like I always thought like I had a well-rounded palate, but whenever I eat food in Taiwan, it's just like, oh, it's just normal. I'm like, this is fucking amazing. Everything I'm like, it's fucking amazing. She goes, what are you talking about? This is normal, man. What are you talking about?
But just out of curiosity, is it the same when she comes over here? Does she try stuff and go, wow, this is incredible? Or does she just go, no, this is shit?
No, things I let her try. My cooking. Proper fish and chips. It's not like the British don't have food. I know people go, British can't cook. No, we have good dishes and stuff. It's just that sometimes you can't lack seasoning in big places. I mean, I find out a lot of people it's not because people say, British people mainly. It's always a joke about white people and seasoning, but it's not about that. I feel like British people we like adding our own seasoning after sometimes. You always get served salt and pepper and whatever and condiments afterwards.
Yeah, that's true.
So you make it the same for everyone, then they can add how much they want. But yeah, we went fast food, so we had KFC. She was hungry at the time, and she said, "It's okay." And then she seemed like, "Yeah, it's okay to me." And then she went back to Taiwan and had the KFC. She's like, England's KFC is shit.
Have you ever let her try doner meat or anything like that?
Yeah, she we had a kebab and she liked it. But saying that, she's had doner meat before, but she hasn't had a kebab style in Asia. I find in Asia always, mainly talking about Taiwan, but whenever they take on another person's cuisine, they do it to the best ability.
Yeah.
Which is, like, some of the best pasta I've had is in Asia, which is ridiculous. And it's at like a family restaurant, not at a restaurant I'd go to here where I'm paying £100 by the end of the night for a good meal. You know what I mean?
Yeah, exactly. Like you say, Asian KFC, like KFC in Japan, and even when I was in Thailand and stuff. Like,
mind blown.
They've got like this spicy coated chicken and this chili chicken, like this cheesy chicken and all this other stuff, and it's like
roast.
All fresh and actually done. And they've got sinks that you can use freely to wash your hands and stuff before and after you've eaten.
The pasta from Pizza Hut. What the fuck? That's next level. I thought, okay, this is gonna be variations. I tried it. I was like, and they've actually done it. They've made Pasta Hut properly in Taiwan, where you just order pasta. Is that good? Right. It's so bloody good. It's ridiculous.
I don't think I've ever been to a Pizza Hut in Asia.
I mean, of course you've got the wild.
Apparently, I need to go.
With Asian pizzas, you got the experimental pizzas. Like you got takoyaki, you got all the sweet pizzas, you got random pizzas.
I love stuff like that. I think that's incredible when they do things like that because it's so out of the box. It's such a insane spin on something like we have, you know, you have every day, that you literally have every day. But you know, it's just cool to see.
Honestly, but then when you get away from the experimental flavour, you go, I wonder what they've done with this, and like, oh, I like it, I don't like it. When you get to like the Western stuff that they've done, it's like, you just ruined it for me when I go back.
Of course, you've done it better than we can ever get it near where we live.
Yeah, it's like you know how everyone enjoy. You every now and then you enjoy like a Chinese takeaway and stuff, and you go Asia and you come back and you're like, this is good. Yeah. This is trash.
It just ruins it for you. Yeah,
it's
like, this is awful. It's like anytime I have a Chinese takeaway now, or any kind of Asian takeaway. Except for ramen, I will still have ramen.
Yeah.
But like, I just have to go for the English options because I know if I pick something that I've had whilst I'm in Asia, it's just like it's not going to be anywhere near as good, and it's not going to taste authentic, and it's just going to be full of sugar and MSG.
It's that, or you're going to have to find the authentic ones, and you're paying.
Oh, you pay back
paying
for
out
it.
of your arse for that.
Yeah,
it tastes good
cheap.
as it should, but the price is. Ooh.
Yes. Yeah. Because like another big thing about this, like, I never liked pad thai until I went to Thailand and had it properly. Because over here, it's just like sweet, and I mean, yes, it is. There's some sweetness to it whilst you're there, but like over there, it's like complex, spicy, nutty, and it's just so much better. And you just can't get it over here in the same way at like a if you order it from a takeaway. It's just not the same thing. Which I guess it doesn't have to be, because a lot of people haven't been there to experience how it's supposed to be. And you see the opposite of that as well when people expect things to taste a certain way and they go to Asia and it tastes different. And it's not like what they were expecting it to taste like.
This is how I feel about maybe with being vegetarian or even vegan, because if you take someone else's culture and traditional ways of cooking these vegetables and stuff, it's fucking impressive. Like, I didn't know how versatile mushrooms could be. Oh my god.
Yes.
The mushrooms when they're fried, or a certain type of mushroom, if you're looking for substitutes, it's amazing when it's done in the right way.
Mushrooms are fantastic. Like portobello mushrooms are great for like burgers and stuff.
When it's done in the right way, it's just, and it doesn't have to hide itself as something else. It's like, it's clearly a mushroom, but this is really meaty in texture. Damn.
Yes. Yeah.
It looks like a mushroom, doesn't taste like a mushroom. Whereas it's normally, most common thing sometimes you'll get is, it looks like a chicken nugget. I'm not comparing it like that, but it looks like a chicken nugget, but it tastes like a mushroom. Whereas you can clearly see it's vegetables, but it tastes fucking amazing. Like you've never had vegetables before. I
feel like they've got a lot better at this in the last 10 years. Like with the advent of things like Impossible and Beyond. We did this when we were in New York last year. Because they announced the Burger King are doing a Rebel Whopper, it's called. And it's an Impossible burger instead of like a normal beef patty. And I tried eating them side by side. And you can tell the difference when they're side by side. Yeah? But if you eat one by itself and nobody had told you that there was no meat in it, you wouldn't be able to tell. Like, it's just incredible. Like what they've managed to do from... Is that soy and mushrooms or something? With like beetroot juice or something? Like, how do you come up with this?
Yeah, like I remember like as a kid, like there was only like basic stuff. It's like here's chicken dippers and here's veggie dippers. You know, like where's the chicken dippers? Because it's clearly just the pea is just in this form factor. It's not even been
just
blitzed down into
some vegetables together, basically.
Yeah, it's just I've got a bit of carrot now. No, there's no effort.
Yeah, exactly. It was just a smushed veggie patty, basically.
Yeah,
like red I feel
like especially with Asian food, especially in the flavors, there's so many vegetables that I would avoid. Like cabbage. I don't really like cabbage unless it's red cabbage, but cabbage in certain Asian dishes, I'll just destroy it.
Exactly,
Like, how can they get this tasting so good and I can't prepare it in the same way even if I follow the instructions?
Yeah. It's so true of like all kinds of vegetables though.
Yeah.
You know, it's just the way they're prepared. It's just something that we don't do over here. I mean, we just boil everything.
Yeah, boil it, or I've seen some when you look at some restaurants when they go behind the scenes, like off a Michelin star restaurant and stuff, you see how they prepare the veggies. And then I saw one restaurant where it was like their key was not to make substitutes. It was, this isn't a substitute for meat. This is just a dish. And I think that's the way forward with that.
Yeah, that is the way forward. As somebody who ate and consistently does eat like a vegetarian, a lot of the time meat substitutes are just shit. I'd much rather have like, with a couple of exceptions, like lentils as meat replacement, cool. like corn mince and stuff like that, it's usually crap. You know, it doesn't take on flavor the same way that meat does. Like the big thing about meat when you use it in a dish like bolognese, right, is that it helps flavor the dish, right? But if you put something in like corn mince, which doesn't release fat and it doesn't release any of its flavor, then it doesn't help. You've just got a mushy texture with it. Whereas if you use lentils or something and then lean into it being a vegetarian thing rather than trying to make it a meat replacement, then it becomes a dish in its own right.
Yeah.
Cool. Okay. Anything else that you want to...
No, I mean, the main thing about what the Asian food that I remember was unforgettable for me is the bloody noodles. Yeah, not noodles in general. Asian noodles are amazing across the board, but the bloody instant noodles over there, because can you imagine having it over here? Like, people talk about the college life and stuff and whatever, although like the bachelor life. If I had that, I'd eat them all the time. It's probably way healthy as well. I get my veggies and I get that, and I still got extra cash for other stuff. Yeah,
and what was the other big thing? When I was when you travel between places as well, or in the 7-Elevens and stuff, you can buy it. And then a lot of the time they have a hot water dispenser and you can fill it up. Like, it's such a good idea. Like, you could just grab your lunch, warm it up, and then you're ready to go.
And I don't know if I saw it in like a South Korea video where some machines have a barcode sensor, so it'll scan whatever you bought, and then it knows automatically how much water to put in for you.
Yeah,
you don't even have to bloody touch it. It's that sophisticated.
Like the first time I saw this was in Beijing, right? Like there was a big shop full of like all these different types of noodles that you could buy in pots and stuff, and then just outside there you have it's like a vending machine type thing, or it looks like one of those coffee machines where it normally would drop a cup, and then it has like a barcode on it on the side of your on your pot. You rip the lid off. Place it underneath, it scans it, and it pours the amount of water in that you need, and then you take it off, you rest the top on it, and then you're ready to go, because they all come with spoons and stuff as well.
Yeah.
Oh, why can't we have this?
Honestly. Or the equivalent of a British one.
Yeah,
Shepherd's pie. And
Shepherd's pie, bang, yeah, warm it up.
Cottage pie, all that. All the British dishes, haggis and everything, it's ready to eat, and it's high quality.
Imagine having a full English vending machine.
Oh man.
You get to pick which ones you want and then it drops it down onto a plate.
Yeah. That would be impressive. Oh my god. That's a dream.
That is a dream. That is a dream.
You mean you've got bread machines and pizza machines, so
why couldn't we do this?
Yeah, I mean, I'm thinking baked beans would be the issue, but everything else would be okay.
I thought, no, beans would be easy, man. You just have a tin opener in there. It just automatically does it, and then it heats them up.
And it'll be in compartments, and then you pour it out yourself.
Yeah.
That's how. Maybe this is a venture. We should
Maybe we should cut this bit out so nobody can steal our idea.
Yeah.
The full English vending machine.
Yeah, honestly. Black pudding. Everything else, toast.
Oh mate, toast machine. Imagine just being able to walk out, you get off the train. Yeah, I fancy a slice of toast. You walk up to a vending machine, and you hit the toast button,
and it's there.
And
already.
My internet drops out once more, right near the end
also,
as well. And
French toast.
You hit the toast button, and then it dispenses toast.
Yeah, or French toast.
I don't know if you heard any of the middle part. But
I heard about dispensing toast.
Cool. I added a bit in for the viewers so that they could listen to my frustrations as it dropped, but it was me and them for just a second.
Yeah. French toast?
Oh, yes. Yes, French toast. When I was on lunch, I watched a video on French toast, and I'd just eaten, and I immediately was hungry again. Because then I wanted French toast, but I don't have milk in. Because normally you do it with like, egg, milk, and like sugar. It's like traditional with a bit of cinnamon.
I've seen like the really like high calorie one, condensed milk.
Oh yes, that would be good.
And brioche.
Yes.
Well,
I
this
like
is amazing.
savoury French toast as well.
Hmm?
Savoury French toast. You
Yes,
know, when you,
I do.
When you have like sesame seeds and stuff like that, and you make it with salt and pepper instead. It's good.
My French toast I normally make is savoury.
Yeah,
and so I've got garlic or even curry powder.
Ooh, that's not a bad idea. Curry powder.
Honestly,
not garlic and cheese, mate.
One of those random like Tesco Sainsbury mixes where it's already done. A bit of curry powder in the egg mix, and then dip the bread in them.
Yes.
Tastes different.
Slice of cheese in the middle of it. Oh, it was all good. Two slices together, eat it like a sandwich.
A French toast. A French toasty.
French toasty, yes.
Yes.
That's what it is. Oh, Mr. Dean. Mr. Dean, I think we are coming to a close.
Yes.
I feel like I can't actually see the timer, but I know that we started at a certain time. And I can see we have passed that time. And I know we started pretty quickly after we hit the record button.
Yes.
So yes, I think we were going to leave it here. Do you have any closing statements, Mr. Dean?
Closing statements.
Closing statements.
I don't have any closing statements. Thank you for watching.
Thank you for watching. Yes. Topic of the week. What is it going to be? How about I remember what we talked about first?
So we had the Asian food stuff, which we talked about for a bit. Fact checking.
And something in between. How about this? What was your favourite dish? If you've ever visited Asia, what was your favourite dish that you had? That you tried?
Yes.
Yeah. Or what is your favourite dish in general if you have never been to Asia?
Yep, and if you've tried it anywhere else, has it ruined it for you when you've come back?
Yes. Okay, thank you very much for watching, everybody. As always, have a great week, and we'll see you see you both next time. Wow. Hello to you two viewers.
Yeah.
See you. Hey guys. No. See you all next time is what I meant to say. Don't have a script for that, but
yeah, no script.
No script. It's all random. Promise.
Yep.
Bye. Awkward.
Bye.